So, this is day 3 and Jerry and I's only thing on the agenda today is to go to the zoo. So, unfortunately we slept in and took a late start and now it's lunchtime and we finally arrived at, if you can see it, well, it looks backwards to me, but it's the zoo. So Jerry, are you excited to be at the zoo? Yeah? What do you want to see the most?
Your family.
My family? Your family.
Chicken!
You wanted to see a chicken. Okay, you've seen the chicken.
He lost all his skills that he had out there in the wild. So everyone, what about a big welcome now for Bondi? Now Bondi is a New Zealand fur seal, was found on the rocks at Bondi Beach. Ooh, and you might have just heard him there too. Every young seal has their unique vocalisation. That way, seals can find their pups. Oh, that's a cheeky good one. So Bondi's making a sound there that's made by young juvenile seals. They had their unique vocalisation so that mums and pups can in position. So get ready everyone. 1, 2, 3. That's a great jump for a gorgeous little seal, just like Bondi. So Mitchie was trying to... Sorry, eh? Did you know that most people think all seals sound like that? It's actually only Californian sea lions that make that loud, sharp bark. So as you can see, there's an important sign below where Mitchie was. Now, like I mentioned a moment ago, over the last couple of decades, we've been overfishing our oceans, making it harder for a lot of our marine animals to find their food. So some of them have taken to doing things such as this. Mitchie's just found a piece of netting. And seals, being intelligent and curious animals, have been seen to be doing this out in the wild from time to time. They chase a trawler, swim past and tear off a piece of netting, and of course shake it around just like that. Great job. And today, of course, with the audience. By doing that, Mitchie can shake free any fish that might be caught in the net. But when they do shake it around, the holes in the net get wider and sometimes gets caught around the animal, just as it has now around Mitchie's neck. Now, as the seal grows bigger and gets older, that net doesn't grow with them. It actually becomes embedded in their neck, making it hard for them to get off, as you can see right now. So what happens in the end? Well, unfortunately, it's a really sad ending. Lucky Mitchie has Addie with him here today to remove that netting, but a lot of our wild friends aren't so lucky. Lives can be pretty difficult for a seal in the wild that strikes something just like that. It's really quite dangerous, but there's something that we can do together. You might have noticed today just how good our seals are at catching fish. Just like the ones that Annie's just thrown to Mitchie. There's something that helps them to do that. Let's take a closer look as Mitchie comes across to the front. Now I'm going to count to 3, and when I do this time, we want you to yell whiskers. 1, 2, 3. Those sensitive whiskers that a seal has helps with the sense of touch. You might notice that Mitchie folds his whiskers forward. On the end of every whisker is a fine nerve ending. They do that in the water, and it helps to pick up the vibrations that are made by fish, allowing the seals to feed themselves. But when there's not enough food, what can we do about that? Well, take a look below Mitchie. You'll notice a blue and white tick. And that comes from the MSC, or Marine Stewardship Council. We'll get Mitchie to have a look at the water just to see if there's any fish. Anything there, Mitchie? No. And sadly, that's the case for a lot of Mitchie's wild cousins. So, when you next go to look for seafood that displays that blue and white tick, coming from the MSC, or Marine Stewardship Council, and you'll see it just below Mitchie here, just on that wharf. By choosing that, you'll be protecting fish stocks, jobs, and their environment. Basically, protecting the food source for a lot of beautiful wild marine friends. Everyone, that's Mitchie and Annie.
Bye.
elephants in the wild is not so promising. Elephant habitats are still being destroyed at an alarming rate to accommodate the ever-increasing human population.
I can't remember now. African honor